This video reviews Cornerstone's Streamlined Technician app. So this is the app that allows field technicians to log in to the cloud system, open their tickets or appointments, do their work, close out the tickets, bill the tickets, and move on. So as you look at the calendar here for Jake, you can see very colorful, and the color coding can be customized depending on what you want to track. On the right-hand side, you'll see icons. This designates an appointment, and these three are service tickets. So let's start opening that first appointment. You can see it's very simple. Here's what needs to be done, room to enter notes about that phone call, and then the option to then complete the phone call. Let's just do OK, click OK, and you can see then that has a check here, which means it's completed. The second one is a service ticket. Let's open that and take a minute to look around. So you'll see here the dispatcher set up a 2-hour window for this installation. Here's the code install. This is all customizable. And you can see here's where the color coding would happen. And you can color code by either dispatch code or dispatch status. In this case, this was a quote, so here's a reference number, the quote number. So an accepted quote was moved over into the workflow. And you'll see here in service items, this is a installation of a QualSys panel. And you can see here a text item to add a key fob. Let's go ahead and do that. So let's say the technician installs the panel and then says, okay, I need to add a key fob. Very easy. It pulls up the parts list. Lots of different ways to look stuff up. Let's just go ahead and type in the name for this fob. There it is. I'm going to select that. Prices and costs are already attached to the inventory, so nothing more needs to be done other than to click OK, and that'll add it to this job. So let's close out of here for now. We'll come back and bill that in just a minute. You've got notes here, both notes to be printed on the ticket if the technician adds them, and then internal notes that will not print on a ticket. Some user definable fields, any invoicing that's been done, time and rate information here. Along the left-hand side, you've got the ability to, let's say, email the ticket to the customer at the completion of the job. You've got the ability in the field to take signatures. So let's just say the customer signed off on it. They knew it was a billable service call. You have the ability to email or text the customer here if the technician has that ability. So let's say the tech is half an hour away, ready to come to this appointment. They can text the customer from the system and let the customer know they'll be there in 30 minutes. You can also add time cards here, and you can invoice from here. So since we've completed the job, we added the key fob. I clicked on invoice. I'm going to go ahead and click OK here, and there you go. In just a second, the invoice pops up with the panel, the key fob here, $929.94. If you're standing with a customer, there's a payment portal here that will allow the customer to go ahead and pay that invoice on the spot. So no need to chase after a receivable. The customer can then enter their auto pay information, credit card, or bank information, and we, Cornerstone, will then process that payment since that would be through our alarmpayments.com portal. So the invoicing is complete. A little bit more information about the invoice. In this case, the part was inclusive of labor, so the cost included labor, but if it were not, the technician could easily add a time card, so basically in and out time. So if they went over the 2-hour slot, they just make a change here. There's also the option to add overtime, add things like trip charges to this section. So very easy for the tech to manage through this app. We will be releasing a new app in the spring of 2021, which is optimized for a smartphone. This app happens to be optimized for a tablet or an iPad.